Welcome to Tabletop Gaming Guild. Today we'll be unboxing Etherfields, designed by Michael Orich and published by Awakened Realms. So two things before we start off this unboxing. One, there's the order the cards come in is important, so I have to be careful when I open card packs, make sure I'm not changing the order, and I'm sure there'll be things I'm not allowed to open yet. Also, there's some supplementary material to replace some of the material in the box, but I'm sure if you get the retail version or any future versions, that will already be in the box. So for the revised rulebook, I love the cover. I love the art in this game. The box looks great. Everything in here looks amazing. This rulebook is on the long end, but nothing I wouldn't expect from this type of game. It's Awakened Realms, so yeah, generally there's a lot to it, but it's usually not too difficult to pick up. So you have a few different replacement cards. Obviously the art looks nice, but I'm sure you're waiting to get into the actual box. The art on this box is just completely arresting. I mean, the color choices and the spacing, it's just perfect for this rear. It doesn't give you a lot of information about the game or how it's played, but this is a Kickstarter, so you probably already have that information. Seen the rulebook already? Storybook! A lot of spoilers here, so I'll just skim through, give you an idea how long it is. A lot of content. A lot of thought into how to keep organized, so that's kind of cool. This is a nice board. There's a lot of dark colors, potentially muddy colors, but it's really well spaced out, so it keeps it easy to read. Absolutely amazing. I love this. I have no idea what the purpose of these masks are, but they look so ostentatious. They're gonna look awesome. This is absolutely a game that if you have this out at a convention, people are gonna come over and see what it is. Now, I love dark themes, and I love dark color palettes, but most of the time in games it doesn't really work because it makes it very hard to see what's going on and make sense of the board. But they seem to have put a lot of thought into that and made sure everything is very legible. And a big part of that is just scaling and spacing appropriately. Of course, these punch boards are good quality, punch out very easy. It's been a while since I've come across any games where I have issues with the punch board. Well, that's an interesting set of colors. Altogether, they look a little bit chaotic, but I think individually they look amazing. There's a lot of cards in here, but we're not going to look at them all. You got your standard gems, but these are kind of upscaled a little bit. Some more standard components. It looks like each faction is going to have their own unique emblem. So that's nice. Really relatively large and heavy dice. And again, more standard components. Particularly like the emblem for the green player. Once again, we got a nice example of storage solutions. So everything here is well thought out as far as how do you store and handle the components. Okay, now we're getting into the various chapter cards, so I don't really want to get into these. I'll just show a couple examples so you have an idea of what to expect. You know, if these are from the first chapter, but each chapter is going to have its own look and feel, and it's definitely all dream based, so it's, you know, each chapter seems to be based on, oh, what is that dream for this night? Sometimes I suspect sometimes they'll be slightly happier dreams, sometimes they'll be pretty horrible, but in overall they will be, I think, mostly nightmares. Not sure how many chapters are contained within each pack, but it definitely looks like there's going to be a lot of content here, a lot of chapters to go through. And then, okay, these are slumber cards. You got a couple different, I don't know if this is a chapter or is this is element that's going to go throughout the game, actually. So we do have more slumber cards here, so I do suspect this is an element that's going to happen throughout the game. And yeah, the art does look a little, layout and art looks a little different than the chapter cards. These are, I'm guessing, events. I've actually made a point of learning as little bit about this game as possible because I'm very interested in the story that this is promising and the themes, and I want to avoid spoilers as much as possible. With that in mind, I'm skimming through these decks of cards just to give you a concept of, you know, the look and in general usability of the components, and give you an idea whether you think this might be something you're interested in or something worth the cost involved. I do really like the art here. It's, you know, it's detailed and interesting, but it's still laid out in a way that it's easy to follow. They still have all the, looks like they get all the information they need on the card, and you know, have the art, but without it being one being distracting from the other. Now I suspect we're getting into spoilers, so we'll just skip through the rest of these cards and go skip into the minis. Well, these are some of the strangest minis I've ever seen, and they definitely seem very random out of context. I'm sure they'll make a little bit more sense with the story behind it, but of course, you know, these are dreams, so they can go all over the place, I'm sure. But they're also some of the coolest designs I've seen for minis. In fact, one of these bosses will come up to a mini. It's one of the favorite minis I've ever seen in any game so far. Penguin, okay. A lot of weird stuff. And this is the one. I really love this piece. It's amazing. The other bosses, I'm assuming these are bosses, rather. They're all pretty unique and interesting. I like the librarian quite a bit. And that's all the content for Etherfields base box. The art and design of this game definitely have a feel of a game that's going to be different than anything else. A completely unique story. I'm super excited to find out how this plays and how the story goes. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check us out on other social media such as Instagram and Facebook. And don't forget to like and subscribe.